Welcome back. You know, so many people help make our TV station a home, but one person had a passion about the Burlington long before it became KETV.
I love coming to the building. I love talking about the building.
Sheila Ireland is one of the Leo A. Daily architects behind this renovation. And for her, the project seemed to be a dream years in the making. It wasn't a hard sell.
I used to work in retail, and when this building was abandoned, we would come out here, and it was one of the locations that we used to shoot our fashion ads. But one day we were out here, and as it happened, a friend of mine who was currently at that time working for the Reader was out here and asked us if we wanted to see the inside. So we saw the inside, and it was, of course, it was just amazing. And so fast forward a couple years, got my master's degree in architecture. As part of that, you have to do a thesis. And I never forgot about this building, and I knew right away it was going to be this building. So that's what I did. So one day my boss came up to me at Leo A. Daily and said, "Hey, how would you like to work on a project at Burlington Station?" And this is probably 10 years after I graduated.
And so 2 years of work began.
Some people do have a really hard time visualizing what it's going to look like when it's cleaned up and finished. All they can see is the carnage and the debris that's right in front of them.
Our studio is very likely familiar to you. It's the heart of our newscasts and weather updates. But it was once full of columns, all weight-bearing, and they were a challenge to get rid of. And as former general manager Ariel Roblin says, it was a scary day when they came down.
Our building is 60 feet from live railroad tracks, and we have a studio that cannot have shaking cameras or, horns blaring. We had to figure out how to create a building inside of a building, and inside that room were many columns.
We first walked into it, and it was a dirt floor, and there were pillars holding up this end of the building, and we walked down a rickety old steel staircase that kind of swayed back and forth as you came down, and said, "This could be the studio." I was like, "Okay, great, yeah, that'll work."
So we actually had to take, I believe it was 7 weight-bearing columns out.
I remember Eric Holmberg, the general contractor, saying, "Okay, Warren," he says, "we're at the phase now where we're going to remove the pillars in the studio." So he says it's either going to be a good day, or he says it's going to collapse.
Then it was this very precarious moment of taking out the columns that were not bolted in. It was just weight. We were able to, literally just slide them out of place. But that was a little scary because I did not want to be known as the person who took down Burlington train station. So I would say that was a moment that I was a little nervous about.
So the transformation of the space you see on TV every day made us a little nervous, but in the end it all worked out. Now the studio inside here is soundproof. That's because there are huge beams that go down to bedrock, and also it sits on a layer of sand, so the floor actually captures all the vibrations from the trains outside. Then there was the next problem, actually broadcasting the news to your home.
But there are all those kinds of things that you don't even think about.
Since we're very low at this location, we couldn't get a microwave signal from here to the transmitter site. So we had to microwave from the roof to the old tower at 26th and Douglas, and then turn it around and take it to the transmitter site.
I remember during a Saturday rehearsal, and I said to Warren Behrens, "Do we have any idea if the signal can get out of this building and to our viewers' homes?" And he goes, "Well, yeah, we know it'll go to the tower." And I said, "No, into our viewers' homes. Do we know that we can actually get that on into somebody's house?" And he goes, "Well, we haven't really tested it." And I said, "We have to." So we had Bill Ranby, nobody was the wiser. We had Bill Ranby do an afternoon forecast on a Saturday afternoon that proved that the signal would go from Burlington to the tower at 72nd Street and then into everybody's houses.
Well, after we got that all figured out, it was full steam ahead to rehearse and practice in our new space with new monitors and graphics. Producers, directors, anchors, and reporters worked their normal shifts at 27th and Douglas, then came here to practice and learn the ways of our new facility. It was a month of learning the ins and outs of this place.
So we came over here and it was like a palace. We were doing newscast at 27th and Douglas and driving over here after the newscast and doing rehearsals so that the technical crew would be up to speed and up to the level that we expected them to deliver. It was always about keeping our eye on the real issue here, which is content, and developing the newscast and covering stories in the way the public expects us to cover it. And we didn't want to sacrifice that in any way. And so everybody basically pulled double shifts for that month to make sure that we were covering the news and doing the investigations like people have come to expect us to do, and then being ready to make that transition when it's time to pull the plug on the old building. And it was a seamless thing. We walked away from that building, came over here to all brand new facilities, didn't have to move a computer or a camera, and started up at 5 o'clock, didn't miss a beat.
7 Burlington Station is a mix of old and new.
I remember clapping, we were back in engineering and kind of celebrating that first newscast. It was a time to, enjoy yourself because all of this work had come to fruition, and the station is now on the air. We've done our first newscast. It was a really great moment in my life.
Now, we are very grateful to be working in this building, but when you're in a historic place that's nearly 130 years old, well, it's going to have its share of problems.
And so this building wasn't made to be climate controlled. So because of the cooling in here, we get efflorescence. It's basically salt being pulled through the brick. The moisture gets into the brick, and the HVAC drying it out is pulling that to the surface. It will probably always be ongoing. A lot of it's just checking on things, or taking reports. There's loose tile, who has the knowledge? Who are you going to call for that?
And even though it's been 10 years, sometimes we still need a little help.
We've had to do a lot of restoration here, even from the original build.
They reach out to us if they need us, and then I just try to check in at least once a year with Brady and his team.